Plaintiff Kalia Robinson worked as a nanny for the defendant and his estranged wife. Kalia claims the defendant got custody of their children while DCFS was investigating his wife, and Kalia continued to watch the children. But she's suing because the defendant failed to pay her. Defendant Christopher Banks says when DCFS was investigating his wife, he had to beg the social worker to give him the children, as opposed to turning them over to the state. Christopher insists he gave Kalia's money to his estranged wife to pay her, so he owes nothing.
Start with you.
All right, just want to say my grandmother loves you. We watch you every day. She wanted to come. I'm like, I'm gonna be on Uncle Matt show because you've been my long lost uncle for forever.
Uncle Matt. Uncle Matt.
Okay.
All right, that's what I've been told. Uncle Mathis. That's what the young generation calls him.
Yes.
All right,
okay.
Ahead.
So I met Mr. Banks. We used to work at a bar together. I was the host. He came in as a new head chef. Our relationship was real cordial. We played, laughed, pranked, everything. He asked me to babysit his kids one day, and I was like, you don't even know me like that. You want me watching your kids? And he was like, yeah, sure. You know, me and my wife just want to go out maybe some weekends and have a good time. I'm like, okay, cool. Just let me know in advance, and I wouldn't mind. So around August of 2018, he asked me to become his full-time nanny.
Okay.
And I was like, sure. At the time.
How many hours would that consist of? Did you know? Project the number? Okay.
Yeah, it varied because he worked long hours and she worked pretty normal hours from about like 8 to 4:30-ish. But it depends because we worked at a sports bar, okay. So with him.
Now, how much were you getting?
$12 an hour.
$12. That's the going rate? All right, because when I'm not taping, we tape every other week for 7 months, and all those other days, I'm the nanny for my granddaughter. I am.
Yeah, you should start charging.
She comes over every day at 2 p.m. and
yes.
I make sure I'm at home. When she comes over, and my daughter comes to pick her up at 6:30.
Yes.
So how much am I? 4.5 hours?
Yeah, you need to calculate that for him.
I do it out of love, but I'm sure you love the kids too, didn't you?
Yeah, they cheat you.
Love don't pay no bill.
They surely don't.
54?
A day.
A day?
Oh,
all right, 54 a day.
55 to make it
I should be getting.
55 to make it just even.
Make it an even 55? All right. That's what I'm going to be getting from now on. Linda can do it for free if she wants to. I love the baby just as much as her, but I got to get my ends. How much were you getting?
$12 an hour.
$12. That's the going rate? All right, because when I'm not taping, we tape every other week for 7 months, and all those other days, I'm the nanny for my granddaughter.
Plaintiff Kalia Robinson is suing her former employer because she claims he failed to pay her for babysitting his children.
Go ahead, need my bread.
Okay, so around August 2018, I came in as their full-time nanny. At the time, him and his wife were separated when I came in. They weren't living in the same home. Around October 2018, an incident happened with his oldest daughter where she was at home with me. It was a weekend, and she was playing, and she was jumping on the cabinet, and she held onto the cabinet and hit her eye when she came back. And so she went to school maybe a couple of days later. Since she's light-skinned, she bruised kind of days later because she didn't bruise when she was with me. So she bruised, and they asked her what happened, and she told them she got into a car accident and something came through the windshield. But then she later on told them the real story of what happened, but you can't do that at school. So they end up calling DCFS. They end up taking the children away.
Really?
From the mother, yes. I've never seen anything done like that.
But she fell under your supervision.
Yep.
Did you tell them that?
Yes, showed them evidence and everything, and that case manager was terrible to this family. They were terrible to them. So
how long was the children removed?
60 days.
How many?
The mother didn't have their kids for Thanksgiving, Christmas.
See, these folks don't have common sense.
Yeah, it was not fair.
You know, there's law, there's policy, and then there's common sense. Let me hear from you, sir. You give me some background on this.
Everything she stated as far right now is correct, 100%. Yeah, the children did get removed from the house, and they stayed under me under supervision for that.
But what did they do? They spoke to your child?
They spoke to Anya first.
Yeah, and then she tell them that it happened under
Correct.
her supervision, and that it was her doing what children do sometimes?
It was actually a video of it, and it's different here than in Michigan. It's way different. So they removed the kids from the mother's house and they put them under my care. And during that under my care, they demanded.
Thank God it was under one of the parents' care, but go ahead.
They were gonna basically give them to the state. So, and basically I had to talk the social worker off the ledge because when I walked in the room, she says, those kids are not going home tonight. Like before I even said anything.
How are the children now in light of that type of trauma? Thank God they went with their dad, but it could have been different.
It was emotional. I mean, the first couple of days were just some getting used to and just them adapting to like not having their own room and everything like that. But I mean.
All right. Go ahead. The unpaid wages, how are you owed and late fees?
Okay, so we agreed on $12 an hour every 2 weeks according to his pay. Now, December 10th through the 21st, he owed me $753 for those 2 weeks. I texted him in advance, contacted him and everything to make sure that he's aware that that's the amount that he owes. I got one response from him saying he was supposed to pay me the next day that it was due, December 28th. He was going to pay me the 29th at 10 a.m. After that, I kept texting him. I kept emailing him, calling him, and got no response whatsoever.
All right, what do you have there? You have the emails?
Yes, emails and text messages.
And you haven't gotten any response or understanding since then?
I've even called him.
Your final text.
Final?
Well, both, all of them, but the final, I want to make sure you point that one out.
So
the last thing.
this one
What's
and
last?
these two are together. These are two separate conversations.
Which one's last?
That one.
Okay.
Sir, what do you say to this?
I paid my wife to pay her.
Pardon me?
I paid my wife to pay her. And I don't know what she does with the funds.
Well, ma'am, I may have to agree with some of that.
That's
I don't know
not
what my wife does with my funds. I swear I don't. Because all I get is no's when it's time for me to get something. We don't have it. How you not gonna have it? All the money I bring in. Yeah, but you don't have it. So I sympathize with you on that, but the law will not exclude that, sir. The problem is you all are jointly liable. What you're suggesting is that your wife is the one responsible because you gave her the money instead of giving her the money as you all owe, because when you gave your wife the money, you acknowledged that you owed the young lady. You expected your wife to take the money that you paid for owing the young lady. Here, wife, give it to her. Wife gets it from you and goes shopping.
Correct, Your Honor.
So she stole from you. You got to sue your wife, which you're unable to do because it's joint property. Your money you gave to your wife, that's her money too. That's the problem you have. She is on the out. She's the only one that has lost money. You and your wife didn't lose money because whatever your wife did with that money, it was hers too. You didn't lose because she didn't lose because it's joint property. In the law, you can't steal from your spouse. How long was the children removed?
60 days.
How many?
The mother didn't have their kids for Thanksgiving, Christmas.
These folks don't have common sense.
Yeah, it was not fair.
You know, there's law, there's policy, and then there's common sense.
Plaintiff Kalia Robinson is suing her former employer because she claims he failed to pay her for babysitting his children.
And the late fees, ma'am, that seems a little excessive, though. The late fees are as much as the unpaid wages.
My late fees are $75 a week. Now, I asked him,
I don't think that's legal. What?
It's $15 a day. So a week, it would be $75. I've contacted him.
You better be glad I can't count and Doyle don't have his calculator on him, because that sounds illegal. But, well, you said $55 a day. It's what you were making, right?
No.
No, that's what you're making.
That's what I'm making.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I should be making.
No.
All right.
No.
How much were you making on average?
Well, it depends on
Per day, average. Didn't you work consistently?
At least 10 hours a day.
Huh?
At least 10 hours a day. I had those kids.
Okay, so that was $120 a day, right? I'm going to give you $5 a day, which is a lot of times what landlords get. So, sir, I'm going to deduct some of these late fees for you and grant you, ma'am, $1,000. He owes $753 because he gave it to his wife and his wife didn't give it to you, and they have joint liability. So whatever happened to that money is between him and his wife. We know you didn't get it. And then I'm going to add $250 for late fees for that time. All right? Have a good day. Sorry to hear about your situation. I hope your family is going to be fine.
Thank you.
Have a good day, Judge.
I'm just glad I finally got my money, and hopefully he learned his lesson.
Plaintiff Sharon Hardy says the defendant is her twin sister, and they were in a singing group together. Sharon says she felt betrayed after the defendant went out on her own as a solo singer and then used their Facebook page to promote herself. She's suing for breach of contract. Defendant Cherie Hardy says while singing with Sharon, she was holding Cherie back, and Cherie did go off on her own because she wanted to grow. However, Cherie denies owing Sharon for anything.
State your name.
Sharon Nicole Hardy.
Ma'am?
Cherie Nicole Hardy.
All right. You all twins?
Yes.
Wow. I see. All right. Start with you.
Well, starting off, Your Honor, me and my twin sister have been twins our life, born twins, okay? And we've done everything our whole life. We've been together, doing music, doing shows, doing everything. We signed a contract that we, if we go separate from each other, then, we would breach the we wouldn't have a contract. We would not be in contract with each other. Mm-hmm. But basically, I went and checked my Facebook like about 3 years ago. This is 3 years ago. I checked my Facebook, and we share a Facebook, to let you know that we share everything. Mm-hmm. I checked my Facebook, and it showed her going solo. She didn't tell me that she was going solo. And I was sitting right next to her when I was checking the Facebook and shit. I'm like, why didn't you tell me you was going solo? That's not, that's breaching the contract. You didn't tell me you was going solo. And then she went solo with another group, someone else. She didn't let me know anything. So, and she won money, it was like the show that she was going, whatever she was doing, she was winning money or whatever it was, cool, but she was promoting it on our group. It says Sharon Hardy, the page, that's our page, we share it together.
So this was a singing group with just the two of you?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And we share a Facebook page mm-hmm. and social media and all mm-hmm. that. And she's just blowing up all over the social media.
What did she say when you asked her why she hadn't told you?
She had a smirk on her face. She didn't say nothing. She was like how you find out?
So what has happened since then?
Well, we argue a lot. So we argue about stupid things. We've got into a heated argument where the police was called and... You
all argue a lot before this incident?
Yes, we argue. Mm-hmm. We argue even more now because I feel like that was kind of backstabbing as a sister. And as the business part, on the contract part, you breached the contract.
Okay. Let me hear from you.
Your Honor, that right there, okay, we are a group, true enough, I will admit to that. And I will admit that, yes, we did share Facebook pages and we promote ourselves as a group. But I felt like she wasn't holding up her end, and we come to a point in our life where I feel like I wanted to grow.
What was she not holding up?
If I ask her to do things, or if I ask her, I'm kind of anal. So mm-hmm. if it's time to do something, it's time to do something. I'm not going to keep waiting on her. First of all, I'm tired. I'm going to be 37 years old, both of us. So I'm tired of playing mama and sister. You don't play no mama or sister. So if I felt like I needed to take the initiative to step out on my own individuality and find my own individuality, then that's what I did.
Plaintiff Sharon Hardy is suing her twin sister because she claims the defendant betrayed her by pursuing a solo singing career even though they were in a group together.
Why didn't you give her the courtesy of heads up of telling her?
Judge, sometimes it's not easy with her. You know what I'm saying? It was easy
why
for you
couldn't
to
you
put
just text her then?
Because I would have heard the outcome. That text message would have...
Text her and then block her number.
She do it all the time. That's true. You are so true. And I could have, but I didn't. Because I was
behind her back.
I wouldn't say behind her back, sir.
Yes, you did. You didn't want her to know. You hadn't told her. And what did you do when she told you she busted you?
She said I smirked. I didn't smirk. I just kind of brushed it off because I'm like, and she said I want all sorts of money. I didn't win the $50,000, Judge. You know they give you a stipend for what you do on the shows. And if
What you suing her for?
$2,500. You did win.
For what? What
You
exactly?
did. For the money that she won on our Sharon Sharon page.
You have the contract you're
Yes,
referring
I
to
have.
that you all have some type of exclusivity
Sorry.
on each other?
Contract.
Yes.
Is it in here?
Contract
That's the contract.
that she violated.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, you
And
say
these are
she
the pictures.
violated.
Where
What contract are you talking about?
the contract. Oh, you
Mutual
forgot?
agreement
Did you
between the
forget?
two. We agree to do everything together and promote ourselves as a twin, total package, and music group. The joint contract and agreement will always be effective until we decide to come to an agreement and individually separate. You hear that? Until you decided to come to an agreement to individually separate, not do it behind the person's back. If this contract is breached, then consequences and actions will be applied. Anything that's not done under the SS Wins Hardy as a whole group and act will be a violation of the group and sisters mutual agreement contract. And you believe $2,500 is an amount based on what?
She won.
How much did she win?
$2,500. She
You won it all, and you won it all.
Yeah.
Judge, like,
You won it all.
That's what the consequences is for on that right there.
But
like,
it didn't say that as the consequence.
I know, but I wanted it all. I was
Make up
kinda
your own
angry.
consequences.
I know.
I object. Can I object?
Whatever you want to.
Your Honor, I actually got paid $4,500.
Oh, excuse me.
What she think? I told her 25 because, you know, in the end, she might have thought
What do
she
you think
deserved
about breaking the
half of it.
contract with your sister? What do you think about crossing her? What do you say about that?
I was hurt, Your Honor, I'll tell
Now,
you.
why'd you do it? Why'd you cross your sister? Why'd you betray your sister?
Oh, why
All
you have
this
to put it like
tough
that?
talk. Pardon me?
I did it.
Why?
And I didn't do it
Why'd you do
spitefully.
that
I
to
wasn't
your
thinking
sister?
because I was tired. We had not doing anything.
All you had to
as
do
a
is
whole.
tell her, though.
You're
That's
right.
all you had to do is tell her that. And you could have come to a mutual agreement. She can't make you stay with her. You could have told her, and then, as this agreement states, you all come to a mutual agreement.
Judge, how old is that contract?
It doesn't matter.
I was 2 years old.
It doesn't matter.
Judgment for the plaintiff,
Oh, my God.
$2,500.
Thank
She did
you.
betray you. She broke the contract. Have a good day.
Okay, you shouldn't have did that.
You full of but I still
No,
love you.
you shouldn't have did it. Love you. I'm always be your twin.
No.
You could have let me know that off the fly.
Still love you.
Yeah, you gonna have to love me.
We'll talk about that 25.
Yeah, let's do business.
I still love her.
Let's talk about
We
business.
about to talk about this.
Let's talk about business.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
And you still under contract as you speaking.
That's 4 scores and 20
You
years
better
ago.
break it the right way. Well, I'm happy. You know, the judge seen my side. Well, he's seen the truth. Okay, that's all I wanted him to see, the truth. It really is not about the money. It's about the truth that she's a backstabber. She backstabbed me and went solo without telling me. And I had to find out on our page. So,
I'm still sticking to my word and I'm sticking to it. I was not being malicious. Or no, I was doing my own individuality because we're grown now and I wanted to make some money on my own. So therefore, I still feel like the money is mine, but I give her the 25. She can have it because I still love her. That's my sister, but I was not backstabbing her.
this is the way I had to get it, though.
Oh, well, she's getting
And
it.
she's still under contract.
Forget the contract.
Plaintiff Bakruddin Muhammad says he and his girlfriend went to the defendant's tattoo shop to get matching tattoos, but they did a terrible job. Bakruddin claims the tattoo looked like a 3-year-old had done it, so he's suing for a refund and tattoo repairs. Defendant Randall Tennyson says his employee gave Bakruddin and his girlfriend the tattoos, and Bakruddin was so happy with the work that he gave the tattoo artist a tip. Randall's countersuing for breach of contract and defamation of character.
Start with you.
All right, Your Honor. First, I'd like to say that I do not appreciate being treated like garbage. We all get treated like garbage every now and then, but by that, I mean, I've been through enough in my life to be able to get to a point where I'm just tired of it. So by garbage, he gave me a garbage tattoo and it looked like it was done by a 3-year-old. And I just wanted to treat my girlfriend to a good day.
Plaintiff Bakruddin Muhammad got a tattoo in the defendant's shop, but he claims the work was so bad that it looked like a 3-year-old did it.
You all agreed to get one together? Or
We did.
two separate ones?
Two tattoos, supposed to be the same concept. Her name starts with a B, my name starts with a B. So a B with a crown on top.
You unsatisfied with it?
Very unsatisfied. I have the pictures here. It's terrible work. It looks
see.
like it was done by a 3-year-old, sir. So
But you also had it repaired?
I do. I have
So
those
you're
pictures.
gonna show the new work?
Yeah.
When did you let him know you were unsatisfied with it?
The next day. And the reason why it took, you want the new stuff too?
Yeah.
The reason why it took, also with that is the bank statement to prove that I paid that much. And I have the forms that I filled out at the new tattoo place to prove that I paid them also. Yes, I was very unsatisfied. Pretty much it was Valentine's Day weekend. We went up there on the 13th.
This is new?
That's newer.
And this the one he did?
And that's, yeah. And then I have the newest version of it. I just went back to get a little extra flair on it. That's on there too. But yeah, so we went there that night and
I don't see a material difference, but I'll let you continue.
okay. Well, if you look really close, you can see that it was supposed to be fully blacked out. It's very etchy. The edges are terrible. It really looks like it was done by a 3-year-old. That's really the only thing I could think of. But like I said, it was nighttime. The tattoos were covered in plastic. We went and had dinner after that. The plan was to just
When
have
it's
a
covered
good
in
night.
plastic, you can't see it?
No, you can't really see it, no. Not when it's covered in, like, wrapped around
Okay,
3-4
so
times.
when did you take the plastic off?
I took the plastic off that night, but like I said, it was nighttime. You know,
So in the morning, what time did you call?
I texted them. I want to say I was at work around 12, maybe 2 o'clock, something like that.
Why did you wait until the middle of the afternoon to call?
It wasn't until I saw it in daylight that I understand that the details were
So when you
terribly
saw it, when you pulled it off before, you saw it at night.
When I saw it at night, it was nighttime. So I didn't really see it. I didn't see it.
You
When
were
it
at
comes to-
home?
All right, I'll put it this way. I was at home. I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
I'm a dark individual. I'm a dark fellow. So dark fellow with a black tattoo can't really tell too much when it comes down to like being in a room that's, you know, dimly lit at night. You know, I'm settling down. I was just happy that I had an okay night with my girlfriend at the time.
I'm just confused, sir. Why couldn't you turn on a light in your house and look at your tattoo? Even the next morning, why didn't you contact him then?
I contacted him as soon
In the
as
middle
I saw
of the day, you said. No, you
Well-
didn't say as soon as you saw it. As soon as you saw it was that last night, remember? And you couldn't see it because you're too black, remember?
Yeah.
That's what you want me to believe.
Pretty much. All right, I'll put it this way. I
You didn't already
apologize.
put it that way. Sir, what do you want to say?
For the record, I didn't even do the tattoo.
Right.
One of my employees done it.
At your spot, right.
Yes.
Go ahead.
For my.
That you employed, right.
Go ahead, let him
Okay.
speak, sir.
Apologize.
All right.
Yeah, wait till tomorrow afternoon to speak to him. like you
kinda
did
what
last
happened.
time. Go ahead.
All right. I'm the owner of the Art Assassin Tattoos in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm award-winning. I've been published in many magazines.
Yeah, but you didn't do this one, but I'll let you give your background.
Okay. Very respected in the tattoo industry. And the night of him and his girlfriend, fiance come in, I was originally going to do the tattoo. I had a family issue come up. I explained to him that I would be stepping out. I was going to let Chris do the tattoo. I explained to him the time of Chris been tattooing. Everything was fine.
Lies.
He was so happy with the work.
Wrong.
He even tipped him. So
Did you tip him, sir?
Tip? Can I see it? How much did I tip?
$5, but you still
$5?
tipped.
So what's the total on that?
Did you tip him or
130.
not?
130?
Sir, did you tip him or not?
Honestly, I'm the type of person, service industry, I've worked in
So the
restaurants.
answer is yes or
Yes, sir.
no?
Yes, sir, I probably
See, this
did.
little slick fast talk don't mean nothing to me. I'm way slicker and I talk way faster than you.
I
All right,
honestly
so
just
let's
didn't
stop
remember.
all that.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. What do you have? You wanted to show me where he tipped.
Yes, sir. Right here on the receipt for his credit card.
Go ahead.
He didn't contact me at all. He talked with the artist. It was days later that he contacted me, and
Days later.
days later.
I don't want to hear anything else from you while he's talking, sir. Go ahead.
So he contacted me and he wanted to talk about a refund. And I explained to him that he signed a consent form, and it's also a contract that states on the first one that you agree not to, that you understand that there will be no refund given. So I tried to set up an appointment with him to fix or alter anything that he wanted done. I even told him I would go above and beyond and do anything extra to try to help compensate for what he feels was a bad tattoo. He told me he wasn't going to do that. He wanted his money. And I told him that if we wasn't going to talk about a date to fix the problem, then I had no more to say. He went back to talking about refund. I hung up in his face.
Plaintiff Bakruddin Muhammad got a tattoo in the defendant's shop, but he claims the work was so bad that it looked like a 3-year-old did it.
Did you know of his accomplishments as a tattoo artist?
I had no idea, to be completely
so
honest.
You just kind of walked off the street at any tattoo artist and said, hook me up.
Not at all.
Now, isn't that some type of mock-up where you show the outline of what you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Right.
All right, do you have that?
I don't have that. I sent them a picture to the number that I texted.
Who has it? Do you have it?
I don't, but the night he got tattooed,
I don't know whether it's good or not. And what I do know is these don't look materially different. Let me let our viewers see.
Did you see my
too.
girlfriend's? Hers is ugly.
We're talking about this one, sir. And don't call your girlfriend ugly. She won't appreciate it.
Well, luckily it's better now, so. I also have messages to prove that it wasn't days later at all that I contacted
you talked to
him.
me was days later. When you talked to him,
and show me what it is wrong. What's the difference between the two? Take the ink pen.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
What's the difference?
Okay, so right here we have obviously not a straight line. All of this is etchy. Right here, this loop is not straight at all either. So
this is the good one?
That's the good one. Also, we have, look, we have the dots at the top. None of them are alike. Our lines are all different. When I went to the new tattoo shop, they've even done some kind of wizardry to add a break between the crown and the
tattoo industry, wizardry.
But yeah, go ahead and.
How did they do it? You instructed them to? You instructed them to do it?
When they looked at it, they asked who it was. I told them Art Assassins. They said, oh, everybody comes here after they go there.
That's a lie.
That's not
slander.
my question. Did you hear my question?
I told them to fix it up, and they did everything.
Did you tell them how? What you wanted to see?
Yes, I wanted.
Because you not showing
I told
me.
them exactly.
You don't have it for me. So I have no, how you use it, this is your term. I have no idea. Yeah. You know what you said? Because I don't see what you wanted.
And the night of the tattoo went down, before I walked out, he told them that they were in a hurry. They had dinner reservations to please hurry up. I have the text messages between him and the artist right here.
I have text messages
it
also
says,
between
look,
me
I
and
admit
the
I was
artist.
in a rush.
See, sir, I see no significant difference.
That's actually not the final.
Don't see it.
That's not the final work. I went back again just to make sure it was perfect.
You went back to the second repair shop twice?
Yeah, that's on me.
So you ain't satisfied with nothing nobody do for you. Yeah, you went to him, weren't satisfied, then you went twice to the other guy.
Because I support who does good for me.
Your counterclaim for $2,000.
Defamation of character and breach of contract.
How did he defame you?
Well, obviously he's got me on TV.
No, we can't.
And secondly, I didn't do the tattoo, and he keeps making accusations that I done it, which
I contacted your artist first. He told me he'll pay out of pocket, but it's your employee, so it's your business with subordinate.
You say he told someone directly
yes,
that you
he also told me on the phone that he was well endowed.
You have any evidence that he said you did it? You performed
he
it?
Did right here on TV. He just said it right at the beginning.
That's a
yes, you did. You said I done the tattoo. You never said
and you clarified. He said it was your staff and that the staff worked for you. He went through all of that. Now,
breach of contract though is from where he admitted, where right here at the bottom, where he agreed to hold and harm regardless of Art Assassins, owners, and contractors from any and all damage.
So is that just in case you do a crappy job,
sir? He is gonna hold you harmless because he's not getting his award. And neither are you. This is not a significant difference between the two of them. And now we find out you went a third time. Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed.
to a tattoo shop, you expect to come out with quality work. It didn't matter if it took a day or 5 days. I noticed it the day after. I know how to treat a tattoo. I have almost 20 tattoos and I'm working on more. I was going to his shop to make sure, you know, I would get some quality work. I was going to keep going to him if it was good, but he doesn't deserve my money. He doesn't deserve anyone's money.
Honestly, we don't want your money because you don't know what a good tattoo is. Apparently, the other shop don't know neither, so.
Okay, that's funny.